with Dave Smoley, CIO and SVP of Flextronics. Hi Dave, welcome to TiEcon 2012.
Thanks.
So you're a speaker here at the event, so give us a little bit about what you're speaking about today.
Well, we were on a panel talking about the cloud and the importance of the cloud. You want me to tell you more about that?
You gotta give us more than that.
Okay. So, well, there were 4 of us, CIOs, talking about the impact of the cloud going forward and the importance of it. Cloud is actually, in my opinion, the next big wave. So it's the next 10 years of information technology for enterprises. It represents a huge opportunity for cost savings, for speed, for increased usability, but it's a complete different paradigm shift. And so being able to identify where and how to use the cloud is a new learning for many of us. So we're trying to share our learnings and hopefully benefit from that with each other and with the audience.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing. Cloud definitely seems to be the new bubbling bubble here at Silicon Valley. So I'm here at TiEcon 2012. I mean, I'm not sure if you've had a chance to listen to any of the other amazing speakers yet because it's early in the day. But if you have, give us something that just fascinated you.
Yeah, I think I haven't had a chance because I just got here. My panel was one of the first ones of the day, but in looking at the agenda and in talking with some of the other folks here, it's actually very impressive. The size of the group, the scope is very broad, and all the subjects are, I mean, the agenda seems to be targeted around hitting all the important areas these days in technology, so that's really exciting.
So what do you think is the difference between the bubble that we see kind of emerging now versus what we saw before that burst?
You know, I think the bubble that we're seeing now is driven by primarily consumer, and I'm not sure that it's a bubble. I mean, there's for sure an awful lot of money. It may not burst. It may just sort of deflate. I mean, I think that as we look at where investors put their money, that attracts people to go and develop, and eventually you end up with an overserved market. And so that's actually okay because of the technology shift that I mentioned with cloud, with mobile, with social. These are being taken advantage of by the consumer space, which is driving up valuations there. But what's going to happen very quickly is that the individuals that are chasing that space are going to find that they're crowded out, and they're going to have to turn their attention to other areas. And I think this is where the opportunity is for the enterprise. Many of the previous bubbles were focused on the enterprise, right? And from there had nowhere to go. In this case, by starting with the consumer and then going back into the enterprise, there's a huge untapped market that is there for these companies and entrepreneurs to go after.